Hi, I'd like to welcome you. My name is Joyce Sokolowski. I am owner of Calories Plus Bake Shop here in Maryville, Indiana. And basically we're going to show you how to make these 4 styles of wedding cakes. I've been in business here for 7 years. I've worked at approximately 5 other bakeries. I've been doing wedding cakes for approximately 25 years. I started in my late teens. I picked up techniques from various people, various places. And like everyone else, you pick and choose your techniques and you put together your own style of decorating. And this is some of the styles that we're going to show you how to do. This is some of the styles that I do here at my business. These are some of the more popular styles that we do. And in the video here, we're going to show you how to make your cake. We're going to show you how to bake it. We're going to show you a recipe for buttercream icing. We're going to show you how to decorate your cakes and how to set these up, whether you have it separated like this or you have it stacked. And we're going to show you how to put flowers on the cakes. There's various ways to put flowers. You can use fresh flowers or artificial flowers. And rather than standing here and talking, let's just get started. We're going to show you what you need to do. Hi, welcome to our next segment. We're going to be showing you how to make a cake. We're going to be showing you how to make a butter cake, and right now I'm going to give you a list of the ingredients to help you out. We're going to use 2/3 cup butter. We're going to use 1 3/4 cup sugar, 2 eggs, 1 1/2 teaspoons vanilla, 3 cups all-purpose flour, 2 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 cup milk. Now let's go ahead and make a butter cake. First we're going to add your 2/3 cup butter. And we're going to add 1 3/4 cup sugar and mix. After you mix, you can pour it in your pan. Now the trick is to try to get the even amount in each pan. It will bake at the same temperature and they will be done at the same time. Hi, welcome to our next segment. We're going to show you now how to mix some buttercream. I hope everyone has their cake in the oven because now's the time to mix the buttercream while your cake is baking. First I'm going to show you, before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what we need to make, what we need to use to make the buttercream. We need 1/3 cup of soft butter, 3 cups of powdered sugar, 1 1/2 teaspoons vanilla, and 2 tablespoons of milk. Now in the bowl right here, I already have the 3 cups of powdered sugar and I have a little bit of vanilla. Now to that I'm going to add 1/3 cup of soft butter. It's always good to have your butter at room temperature. It mixes so much easier for you. And again, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons nice and fluffy. You're ready to put it on your cake. Hi, welcome to our next scene. What we're going to do here is to show you how to assemble your wedding cake, how to set the layers together. Now, I hope you all have your cakes out of the oven and you all have your buttercream that we previously made. Now, the first thing we need to do is you need to get your supplies that you need. We're going to be setting a 10-inch cake and a 6-inch wedding cake together, which is going to be, well, together one cake. What you need to do is you need to get the same size circle as your wedding cake. We got a 10-inch cake here. We're going to use a 10-inch cake circle. We have a 6-inch cake here. We're going to use a 6-inch cake circle. Now for the bottom cake, for the bottom board, which we're going to set the cake on, I like to go at least 4 inches. So since we have a 10-inch here, I want a 14-inch cake circle. Your 10-inch here. It's just the presentation. In our next segment, we're going to show you how to ice them and set them together. Okay, now that we've taken our cake out of the oven, we've put it together, we have our icing made. Now we're going to put everything together and we're going to ice the cake. Okay, now I went ahead and already went ahead and put my cake on the 14-inch board. It's a lot easier. I do have a turntable here that will spin around to let me ice it. These can be picked up, again, you can pick up at any store that sells cake decorating supplies, any store that has any supplies that have to always go forward, back, forward, and when you stop, always go back. Never come forward and take your knife off. You always go back and take your knife off. Start again with more icing. You give it a rocking motion,
piece.
and when you want to take your knife off, you go back.
I
and
prefer
out.
the 3 pieces because I can make it bigger or smaller.
What you want to do is you want to take the leg and you want to go straight down, all the way down to the bottom. Take your pillar, again, find the hole, go straight down, all the way down to the bottom. Take your pillar, find the hole, go straight down, all the way down to the bottom. And then take the last one, find your hole, go all the way down to the bottom.
Lay it down
Go
there
straight
and press it
right
down.
up against, not into the cake, but right up against the cake. Go all the way around. And when you get to the end over here, you take your scissors, or if it's one piece, you don't need to cut, you just cut. And then you place this in here, and you have your tuck and ruffle. Now, the cake is all ready to go. All we have to do is ice it, and we'll have a wedding cake. Hi, welcome back. Now we're going to do everyone's favorite part. We're going to decorate the wedding cake. Now, after we had the pillars in there, what we want to do is we want to take the plate. There are the little steps on here. What you want to do is you want to put each one of these pedestals into one of these steps right here. All you do is you bend down,
Keep going
line them up.
all the way around.
And a lot of times you might mismark it a little bit, and that's when you can correct it when you're going around. You can see one space maybe a little bit wider than the other one. That's okay, because again, it's all going to be covered up. Okay, once you got that on there, you can take your smaller tip. I like to use a 17. Put it on the bag, and you want to give it a little, just go around in a circle, circular motion all the way around till you come up to the top. Start at the top, go all the way around and come back up. Kind of gives a little bit of a finishing touch. Just keep going all the way around. Squeeze and let go. Squeeze and let go. Squeeze and let go. That's the same pressure that you put on a wedding cake. Now for the border on the bottom, I do like to use the little bigger tip. It's a 21. It's just a star tip. Same star tip we had on before. You're going to put that one on. And you're going to do the same thing you did on the top, but you can do it on the bottom, and you're going to do a little bit bigger because you want to cover all the way up for that seam there. So you want to make a big squeeze, let go. Just like you're putting big shells on there. You want to go all the way around. Again, when you bring the icing down to the bottom of the bag, always squirt it in the bucket first. Get all the air out. Same amount of pressure. And all you're doing is you're moving the turntable. If you can't do both at one time, that's okay. That's okay. You don't need to. Now what you want to do, again, I made the same bag. I used a rose tip in here, a 104 together when you get on the cake, and we're going to make a rose. And just pull it right out. Just set it on there, push the knife into the cake just a little, and pull the scissors out.